Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're seeing this channel for the first time, my name is Judith Ebo. Thank you for stopping by and please do not forget to subscribe. Today's video, I'm going to show you guys how I made this delicious tofu Awara in Hausa. Since I can't access where to buy already made, so I decided to make it myself and film it so you guys can also learn how to make it. Trust me guys, this stuff is delicious. You will like it and you should try it. This is made with just two ingredients, the soya beans and the lemon. First off, I'm going to be selecting the beans. You don't have to make this much if you're making for yourself alone. This is like 4 cups and I usually start in the morning because I have to soak my beans for 6 hours. So I start early in the morning. Like you can see, this is 7:45 a.m. So I first select the beans, take out the stones from the beans, then pour water in the beans, sieve it first to just take out the dirt that I didn't see, just as you're seeing in the video. So I'm just going to sieve the water, pour it out, then put another water that I will use to soak the beans. So I'm going to soak this for 6 hours. You don't have to soak yours for 6 hours too. Yours can be 3 hours, 4 hours, but I like to soak mine for 6 hours because I want it really soft. So this is what it looks like after soaking, and this is my lemon. This is 2 p.m. So I'm going to be blending my soya beans now. So this is my lemon and this is my soya beans. This is what it looks like after soaking it for 6 hours. So I'm just going to wash it off from the water I soaked it in with, just to get the dirty water out of it. So I'm going to take it from this bowl to the other bowl and throw this water away. After doing that, I'm just going to pour a generous amount of water into this so it can help me blending properly in my blender. So after that, I'm just going to bring my blender and put that in. So we'll go into the blending process. Guys, this thing, you have to blend it for it to be as smooth as possible. This blender can't blend it to be as smooth as when you take it to the big grinding engine, but this can do justice for me. So I just put a generous amount of water in it so it can blend properly. So I just try my best to blend as much as it can blend. It's not my fault that this is what I have. So after doing that, I'm just going to check, like I'm doing in the video, to check if it's smooth enough. So guys, you just have to keep blending. It takes time though, blending with this blender, it takes time. So I'm just going to do that. After doing that, I'll pour it inside the bowl. Like I blended this thing twice because I wanted it to be very soft. Like you can see, I'm done blending it for the first time and now I'm going to blend it for the second time again for me to get that very smooth feel. I want it to be very smooth. So when I'm sieving it, I will get enough milk. Because if I don't blend it properly, my milk will be stuck in the beans. It will be stuck in the chaff. So I'm just going to blend it properly, and this is what we have after blending. So I'm going to bring my pot and my cheesecloth, put that in my pot, then pour my blended soya beans inside the cheesecloth. So I'm just going to filter that, separate the milk from the chaff. So this is what the milk looks like. It already looks yummy. Like when I was doing this thing, I felt like drinking it already, but you know, it's not healthy to take raw soya milk. It's going to whatever. So this looks really yummy. So you just have to keep pressing it to bring out your milk. You don't want your milk to be stuck inside the chaff. So I just have to keep doing that, doing it until the milk are all out. But in this case, I didn't take everything out from the chaff because the milk, some of the milk were still stuck in the chaff because I got tired. This is really stressful to do. This particular part is really stressful to do. It's like working out, like, you know, working out, going to the gym. This is equal to going to the gym, trust me. So I just let some stay in the chaff because a baby girl got tired. So this is what the chaff looks like. Still very smooth. So this is what the chaff looks like. Then I'm going to just bring my lemon, squeeze it into the cup because this is the key ingredient yeah, the secondary ingredient, because the soya beans is the primary ingredient. So this is the secondary ingredient. So I'm just going to squeeze that into the cup. Then put this on the fire. I won't cover it. I'll just put it on the fire and let it boil. So while it's boiling, if your pot, my pot wasn't big enough, like it was big enough actually, but it could have been bigger. So for it not to just, overspill, I'm just going to use this spoon to just try to put it down, put it down together so it doesn't spill or overspill. But in this case, it's not spilling because I'm really controlling it. So after that, I'm going to pour my lemon. Guys, this is where the magic happens. When you just put that lemon, it starts clutching. Can you see? So this is what the tofu looks like. So I'm just going to bring that out with my sieve. I keep bringing that out because as it's boiling, it keeps clutching. So I'll just keep bringing it out and putting it in my cheesecloth. So will help me drain out the excess water that is coming in to the 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 sieve from the pot. Yeah. So just keep bringing that out until everything is out from the pot. You want to make sure none of this gets to waste. So if you have to bend the pot to get everything out, yeah, that's fine. Like in this video, I had to bend the pot as well because I don't want anyone to get to waste. So I'm just going to tie this and hang it on my cabinet. So this will just help me drain out the water because this is really hot, so I can't hold it. So this will just help me drain out some of the water. So after that, then I'll bring it down again just to mix. This part is actually optional. Yeah, this is my own personal recipe. I like to spice the tofu before I cut it and fry it. You can, if you don't want to spice this, then that's fine. But this is my own personal recipe. I just put my pepper, I put my salt, then I put my non-seasoning cube just to give it taste. I don't have to wait or depend on the sauce to give me the desired taste. So I just spice this inside. I usually use onions, but in this case, I just decided not to use onions. So I just mix it properly, like properly mix it so it gets to every part of this. So I'll tie it again and hang it and let it drain water completely. But in this case, it was taking time, so I had to take my chopping board and place on it for it to drain the water fast, hence the shape it has now. So I'm just going to bring that out from the cheesecloth and put it on my chopping board where I would chop it. So I just start chopping it into the sizes I want it to be. In this case, I chopped it into a square shape. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing in this place, just cutting it and getting my desired shape. You can cut it into any sizes you want. If you want it big, if you want it as long as it is now before I start chopping it in this video, then that's fine. It's optional. But in this case, I like it to be this chopped. So after doing that, I'm just going to put my oil on the fire, my groundnut oil. I put it with a pan on the fire and let it heat before I start putting my tofu into the pan. So after chopping it, this is what it looks like. Very yummy even before frying it. You mustn't fry it. If you like, you can just put it into your sauce like this and cook it in the sauce. Then if you like, you can fry it. But in this case, I fried mine today. Sometimes I don't fry it, I just use it in my sauce directly. So I just fried it in this video because that is the vibe I want to get. This is the particular taste I want to have. So I just put that into my pan and let it get brown a bit. So I don't let it get brown too much so it doesn't burn, because if it burns, it will be strong. Me, I can eat it, but my son, it will be difficult for him to eat it. So I just let it get brown a bit, and this, like this now, I am satisfied with how it looks. So I'm just going to take that out from the oil and put it in my plates. After that, I will take that back to my table. So if you like, you can make any sauce of your choice. But in this case, I'm using my pepper, my grounded pepper, mixing it with salt to get this yaji vibe. Well, I just spoke Hausa, but just this is just what I want to have. Guys, this is yummy. This tastes really good. I wish you guys can test this from this video, but this tastes really good. You should try it. I promise you, you are going to like it. So guys, at this point, sorry, I went to enjoy my meal. I had this with my zobo and it was very nice. Thank you guys for watching this video. As we have come to the end of today's video, please give this video a thumbs up if you end up liking it. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't subscribed already. Turn on the post notifications so you don't miss out when I post new videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you.